Hello, I am Smackjack, and welcome back to episode 34 of Ekko 100, where I try to prove to you guys that you can master any single champion within any single game. It's back on the Rift. Excuse my voice if I still sound ill. It's because I'm coming out at the end of it now. So feeling a bit better, but my voice is still, so hopefully it's not too bad when the recording comes out. Anyway, something different today. Ekko in the mid lane. So Ekko first came out as a mid lane champion and since has pivoted slightly more into the jungle. As you guys have all know, if you've seen my previous couple of videos, Ekko has received quite a nice buff on his passive, quite a nice buff on his ultimate if you play it aggressively. So mid lane is a big buff, obviously, because you're getting off these passive marks a lot more, and it's easier to use your ultimate aggressively as well. So we've got Nasus into set in the top lane. We've got not Heimerdinger. We've got oh god, what's his name? Hecarim. There we go. Close to Heimerdinger. I just had Heimerdinger in my head. Into the Willump and Nunu, and then we are into a Katarina, which will be very fun. I prefer to be into melee matches, to be honest, just because you can easily hit your Q. And so runes-wise, let's go into runes actually. Well, quickly we'll do the bot lane. So we've got Tristana and a Morgana into a Caitlyn and a Seraphine on the other team. So, and here we go, right into it. So, runes-wise, we take Electrocute, and we'll talk about that choice sort of as we get into talk about trading patterns with Ekko in the mid lane. So we've got Electrocute, we've got Sudden Impact, we have Eyeball Collection, Treasure Hunter, and we've gone Sorcery runes actually. We've got an Absolute Focused and Gathering Storm, so that if the game does go on any later, you could just hyper snowball, even if you don't have any early game kills. Beautiful. So yes, Electrocute. The whole, as we missed that cannon, rubbish. So the whole point of Ekko in the mid lane really is to get your passive off and then run away, right? Get a good trade off and then back out. We've taken the ignites, we've got some kill pressure, but into the Katarina, I mean, we're fairly confident with Ekko now, right? I've played a fair amount of mid lane. I'm not quite as good as I am in mid lane that I am in the jungle, but here you can see that we both hard engage each other, and she actually gets the first blood on me. So she did actually manage to she knows her power spikes in the mid lane here better than I know my power spikes, right? So she hit level 3. She had all of her abilities. She knows that she had her daggers in the right place. That was it for me. I'm not too worried. I think that I've got good pressure. We can see that she will back now and she will spend that gold. So we will be a little bit behind. So we can see how we snowball this. That is the only death, I believe, this game. So only death. It was first blood, but it's not optimal. But let's see now how we snowball this, even though we're behind. So she's up on farm. She's up on gold currently. She's gone back to buy. We'll see what she comes back with, and then we'll just learn how to play around it. So sort of standard. I missed another cannon. I'm way far behind on gold. Not used to farming, obviously, as a jungler. Although I do enjoy mid lane, I might play some more. I like the solo lanes. So yeah, trading pattern. You want to get your passive off as fast as possible, and the electrocute proc, and then back out. And your passive proc also gives you movement speed, so it's a really good tool to escape with, right? So here we get the lane pushed in. The Katarina took ages coming back. She does have a blasting one, which is probably what she was waiting for. So let's go for a roam. The bot lane are really pushed up here. The Nunu's really low. We get a good W off there. Hecarim goes in. Brilliant. We get the E off. We get our passive proc off, and the Hecarim gets the kill. We go then onto the Seraphine, who looks like she's about to get away. Unfortunately, she does manage to get away. The Katarina does start to roam. We want to get this last passive proc off here, and we go back into the Seraphine, who overstepped, and the Tristana manages to pick up the Caitlyn. So here, the only person left is the Katarina, who is now tower diving, just hoping that she can get something. The Tristana manages to flash, and we can... Oh! Okay. Alright, good. So we do screw up our E there, have to flash it, but we do get the kill. So there we are. We're 2-1-2 all of a sudden from being so far behind, just from a really good roam, right? We push the lane in. We know the Katarina's not around. We know the bot lane's really pushed in and our jungler's on the bot side. Let's go assist him in the gank. Perfect. And now all of a sudden, because we got that early Dark Seal, we were a bit cocky early on, didn't get the first kill, but that's fine because we've got 6 Dark Seal stacks and, and almost all of our Treasure Hunter stacks, right? So now we are really far ahead. The Katarina, actually, a note here. We cannot beat this Katarina in a 1v1. We are low on mana. We haven't bought all of the gold that we've had. But what we can do is we can push this in. It's a cannon wave, so we should be able to back and then come back in time. We do have our ultimate. I do put a point in it straight away just in case I need it. But here, what we could do is potentially ult back to lane if we wanted to. I don't think we will because I think we want more mana than what we've got. But we'll pick up the blasting one, we'll pick up some boots, and we'll pick up the Hextech alternator, and now we want to start fighting the Katarina. She did manage to get a double kill there. So she is quite strong, but she did die, so she doesn't have those Dark Seal stacks that we do. We also have our ultimate, which is a bigger power spike than the Katarina ultimate at this stage. At least I consider. We have enough mobility to be able to get out of the Katarina ult in the 1v1. So I'm not worried as we miss those 2 minions. Not used to farming in the mid lane with him. So let's see what we do. So we hit our Q, get the first passive stack off. Fortunately, it doesn't quite go anywhere. But we'll have a look at our trading pattern here. So we get EN, we Q, and... Oh, okay. We don't quite get it off, but you can see what we're doing. We're testing the waters here, seeing how strong she is, seeing how strong we are. She did, I think, manage to get her electrocute off on us. So she's playing quite nicely at the moment. But here, I think we saw... No, the jungler, our jungler warned that the Nunu was up there, so I've... And it looked like the Willem just pinged me as well, so he knows... Yeah, okay. We have a nice avoid, you know, we don't care about that. He's just wasting his time at the moment. Not too much time though, because he's crossing through. So I'm just stepping back and forth here, just to see if she ever lands on my ultimate, to see how much damage we can do. You know, it would be a really good engage for us as well. So she's going to go straight for that. Knowing Katarina players, it's fine. We, again, don't get that proc off. She is very jumpy. There we go. Get the ult. Half health. There we go. Electrocute. Ignite. And we're half health. We're fine. Absolutely fine. 8 stacks now on the Dark Seal. You know, we're not worrying. So our ult is down now for a minute and a half. So we do want to play fairly passively up until then. If we can get a solid, easy trade off on her, we should still go for it, but it is going to be quite tricky. So I reckon here we'll get a plate and then we'll back. Yeah, we got it. Yeah. Drop a ward so we can see if the Katarina starts roaming. That ward actually is really key, because if Katarina's done what we've just done, right? She kills me in lane and then pushes in my wave. She could either go top or bot there and we'd have no idea, so we'll just have to ping that she's missing, right? If we drop this ward now, we'll see if she goes top or bottom lane and be able to give our teammates more information, right? So here we come out of base with our Hextech alternator, which is beautiful. If you look at if we look at the gold, Katarina is out farming me slightly, but we still have a 500 gold on her, and because of that ward, we saw that she's moving bot lane, right? So I just start moving straight bot lane, knowing that this wave will still be. Is that pushing into me? No, it looks like it's pushing away, so we might lose that. But that's fine. We see the Katarina there, so we just move back up as well. So we're mirroring her at the moment. We don't want her to start snowballing like we have, right? We want to counter that as much as possible. So here she's far up. We can get our proc off. There we go, and then we back out. And she's half health. You know, we just now wait for our electrocute to come off cooldown, and then we kill her, right? We've got our ultimate up, so there's not really any world that she can kill us at the moment. And this is what I mean. Like, what do you do against this, right? If you can consistently get your passive proc off in lane, here we go again. Ooh, not quite there. We do use the Hextech alternator there, Hextech rocket belt, sorry, as a auto attack reset. Really handy little mechanic to know on Ekko. Don't quite get to pinch it just because she had the potions, the refillables. But she has to back here, and if she doesn't, we tower dive her and kill her. So here we just get another plating instead. Potentially 2, which is worth a little bit more than a kill. There we go, that's 320 gold rather than the 300 gold that we would have got for killing Katarina, and we got all the tempo out of it anyway. And we might even get some more here. So no, not quite. We do accidentally hit the Katarina there as she's on her way back. We could potentially ult there, just for the one-shot. I wish I'd noticed that in-game, because I'd love to just live and test that. So here, we can see that the Hecarim's going top lane. We want to mirror this. They're both half health. We can also finish our treasure hunter on this as well. So this is something that we desperately want. So the Nasus does go down, unfortunately, but here we don't really mind. So there we go, finishing our... and we pick up the wave, so that was really, really cost effective for us, right? And Katarina's pinging out my bounty. Wonderful. I love rewatching these games for that reason, just watching people get really salty. We should pick up that fruit, just to get us some more mana. But yeah, 10 Dark Seal stacks, and this game's looking really good. So I did do a top lane game for you guys as well, but it looks like I've lost it. I know, it's gutting. I hadn't recorded it yet, and I think me and my friends went on a bit of an ARAM bender the other day, and you can only look at the past 20 games, and I think it's game number 21, so I'm really sorry about that. I will get another good top lane game for you if you guys want to see it. Let me know in the comments below if you do want to see it, and I'll get that to you as soon as possible. Nice little tank Ekko build. So here we use a fair amount there just to ensure that we get that plate. I think that's worth. And we can push this wave in, deny Katarina as much as possible. She has just died bot lane, so we're not too worried about that. The Nunu is here. We do have ult, but we don't have enough mana for it, so we might have to flash. Get the W out, and we won't need to. Yeah, we're fine. So yeah, I don't think we had enough mana for ult there. No, not even close. So yeah, a bit risky. Would have been significantly more risky if we considered this Nunu a threat at all, and we hadn't seen him ult in top lane. But hey, there we go. Magi's. That's what we like. Magi's and pen boots. So, looking at the map so far, looking at the items, I mean, who do we expect here to get MR resistance, right? Maybe the set, maybe the Nunu, right? That's it, pretty much. Apart from... Oh, here we go for a nice trade. So don't even get our passive proc there, and that's almost a quarter health. Get a little bit more on our rocket belt there. I'm not really sure what that was, just a little bit of poke maybe. And now we don't have it for this. We do manage to roll out the way, and he just half health himself by walking back into my queue and getting my passive proc. Half health. It's just nuts. Like, I'm going to play some more Ekko jungle because I am just... What is this? Well, what am I doing? I'm just going up here. I want this. Yeah, screw it. Let's go. So yeah, Hecarim just 1v2'd my lane, and I was just like, yeah, alright, see you later, mate. You got this. And we can just snap this up. Okay, so his W does save him a little bit there. We do manage to dodge it, and we get the ignite off. I don't think we needed to, but if he did ult us, there was a bit of a risk, as he does have Vampiric Scepter. Nasus here did a really good rotation into mid lane. Hopefully he doesn't feed our Katarina, who looks like she's somewhat given up on mid lane, which is good to see. I mean, it's not good to see. It kind of sucks that for 5 people to have fun, the other 5 have to be just absolutely miserable. But that's why this game's so rewarding, right? Because that 50, 60% of games that you win, hopefully 60, are worth it because it's hard fought for, right? So here we'll just drop a ward down for the Nasus. I believe that was where Nunu originally ganked from, so I just want to dump that there, give us some more information. Ball back here, and we'll pick up the Sheen? The stopwatch. Okay, I like the stopwatch. We will be going into Lichbane this game. That is the standard Ekko mid. So he didn't die. He's tanky enough now that he can survive. But the standard Echo mid build is to go just full burst, and I haven't done the full burst in ages, and it's just I mean I haven't even built Lich Bane yet, and it's just feeling fun. So I miscalculated how quickly that Katarina could push, dropped my W a little bit too early, but that's alright. And Hecarim just popping off. And you know what? The Hecarim's popping off now because we've rotated with him when he's gone for ganks. Really, really handy thing to do as a mid laner. Just if you can, if you've got good wave management, and learn wave management if you don't do it. Let me know if you want me to do a video on wave management. Oh, unfortunately the Katarina there got 1,000 gold from shutting down the Hecarim. Here I can dissuade them from doing dragon. I have enough strength that I could probably 1v2 if necessary. What are you doing? You know someone's here because someone just popped that scrying plant. So here we will just try and kill. And we'll E. So he'll run up here, we'll E over this wall. Yeah. Yep, he wasn't thinking about my ability cooldowns at all there. Here Tristana in the mid lane. We'll drop our W. We should have E rocket bolt. Do we have rocket bolt? No, it's still on cooldown. I think we used it in that new fight. But that's fine, we can burst down this tower with the Tristana. She is very good at taking towers. Katarina's coming in and just gonna die for it straight away. Literally, third hit, electrocute proc, dead. Almost coming up to our 24 Magi stacks now. Here we go. Full tower, that's what we like. And we'll move down to assist with Dragon, potentially pick up this other blue buff. How do we have the first one? Oh, Katarina killed Hecarim. And Hecarim's blue was down. Yeah, that makes sense. So we don't quite get that, but it's about to burn out anyway. E over the wall. Wall back. Beautiful. So now what we could potentially do is, if this Tristana doesn't go bot lane, we can go bot lane into a side lane. I do kind of want to play around this though. So, you know, there's thoughts between either of them. It looks like the Tristana is going there now. Maybe we just want to push this in. I think I should go mid here. It looks like there's 4 people sieging mid. 4, 3. Yeah, 4 people sieging mid. They're all squishy. Apart from the Nunu now has some fire ages, so I want to avoid that. Here, accidentally get the chickens, remembering I'm not the jungler, and let's see what we can do. Disgusting. Oh my god, it's horrible. We could ult. Ooh, just miss it. E, Q, Ignite, Rocket Belt. We don't get that final stack. That would just let us keep on them. And here, I don't know what they're doing. Oh, I was Morgana shielded there. I don't know what happened. We get the passive proc. We get Morgana, the Dark Harvest stack. Unfortunately, it looks like... Is she going to go down? Ooh, good Sonya's. I do like this Morgana. Unfortunately, yeah, no, I know. I'm not doing that. I'm not dealing with it. I'll back out. I'm going to hover here just in case anyone walks past here. I could potentially E and just one-shot them, ult out. We don't have ult. Tristana, very dangerous pathing. But that's fine. As long as we don't drop our shutdown, I'm happy. So here we get the full Zonyas, which has had recent buffs actually as well. So it's more of an AP item now. A little bit more expensive, but yeah, there we go. The Tristana manages to kill the Katarina, but at the moment Katarina isn't very good. That was a good trade for Katarina because she needs some gold to be able to do anything in this game. Hecarim should have this. Yeah, that's fine. Set is here. Get another auto off. One more. He ults us. We get the passive proc off. We ultimate in half health. Beautiful. If we had hit that Q, she'd be dead. Well, she'd be dead anyway. But yeah, just that half health of Seraphine is so beautiful. And just ace. So it's like Ekko mid lane is really simple, and no one's clocked onto it yet, I don't think. Just with the recent buffs, like 2 of the key parts of his kit have been quite heavily buffed, and I just haven't seen it anywhere. I think, like, I've seen one Ekko ban, and then other than that, I've only seen him when I've played him. It's a really good place at the moment. Hopefully hopefully not too many people clock onto it, and we can keep these buffs for a while. So here we'll start moving towards this Lich Bane as our third item. We would ideally normally want to get this second, but because we managed to get the Dark Seal and then the Magi's and fully stack it, like we want to protect that. We're so far ahead that if we protect our lead rather than giving us, if we were behind, what we'd do is we would definitely get the Lich Bane. No, I don't like that. We get the flash. That's fine. That's a good trade. We popped our. That's pretty much a flash for a Hextech Rocket Belt. We'll take it. And you know what? She's still under tower, so we still have kill pressure here. Yeah. Don't know what she's thinking. She's 1-9, so she hasn't had the best game. And they surrender. Yep. Mid lane Ekko. Too much fun. Let's go have a look at the damage graphs. So finishing that game 10-1 and 7. That one was first blood as well, so almost didn't die. Electrocute doing a lot of damage, Sudden Impact doing good stuff. Gathering Storm getting us 24 AP, we managed to finish just after the 20-minute mark, that's why. And damage graphs wise, second in the game, Hecarim obviously doing a lot of damage, but we're only like 400 ahead of the Katarina, to be honest, but we absolutely dominated her in lane. So anyway, if you would like to see more either Ekko jungle, Ekko mid lane, Ekko top lane, if I can finally get that video out, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe if you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.